Hi, Rosies. Welcome. I'm Ro.
And I'm Z. Cozy up, get your favorite beverage because I am going to give you a detailed review and rating of my personal rings collection: Moterm, Cloth and Paper, Chanel, and MayPaper Co. Stay tuned. Welcome back, Rosies. I hope you got your favorite beverage and you cozied up as I warned you because it's going to be fun, detailed information for you. So, I started, before we get into the ratings, I wanted to get a planner that was portable. Prior to me purchasing personal rings, I was walking around with this thing. This is a HP Classic Franken planner. And I got tired of it. It's heavy. And it wasn't practical because a lot of the stuff I have in here, I wasn't really using. So I knew I needed something more portable. So I went for the personal rings. The first one I'm going to review is Madame Chanel. Now, I don't have to tell you who Chanel is. Chanel is a French brand. They are a luxury brand, in fact, one of the premium luxury brands. So I purchased this particular planner from a pre-loved website online. It's called The Real Real. And personal rings, just to give you an idea, is 5 inches, 5.75 inches across and 7.5 inches in height. It has 6 rings, as you can see here, and you just use personal rings stationary, and it's pretty standard across the board. So this is Chanel. It's made out of lamb skin. It's black. One of the reasons I purchased this was my first personal rings planner was a cloth and paper planner, and I purchased that, I believe, in September of 2024. Then I purchased the Chanel planner because I wanted something luxurious. And it was for my birthday. It was October of 2024. My birthday is in October. So I did that as a birthday gift to myself. It is a vintage planner. I went on their website to see if they still make stationary accessories, and they do not. I didn't see any there. So it's vintage for a reason. They don't sell that. It's pre-loved, as I indicated. So let's go into the usability. The usability. Chanel is not as, it doesn't have, as you can see, there's a sleeve here. You could put some stuff in there. I had some stickers here, and there's a pocket here. As you can see, the pocket is kind of tight, so there's not much you could put here. I believe what was here was a notepad, so you could write stuff in. So you put the back of the notepad, and then you have the pages here. When I purchased this planner, it came with lined paper. So I believe this was just used as a notebook type of planner. For today's girl, or for what I was planning to use it, it's not as usable because you don't have a lot of pockets here, here, or here, but it is Chanel. Chanel is not a stationary store. Chanel makes this for the Chanel ladies who have assistants who they can tell to do things they don't really write in here, just maybe doodle, I don't know what, on their yacht. So Chanel isn't thinking about functionality as other stationery stores are thinking. One of the key beauties about me purchasing this, when I first saw it on the Real Real, they had the black, and I believe, I don't remember seeing the red one. I saw the red one on a different website, but I think there was a navy one. And I like this one versus the one with the double C's because I wanted something that had that minimal elegance to it. Not, I didn't want logos everywhere. So just that button that says Chanel there was enough for me. And it's also, I don't know if you could see it. There's the thing in there is the serial number. And of course you have the hallmark here in French. So I wanted something that was minimal with regards to the logo, and it's just classic Chanel. The blue didn't give the Chanel presence, the black did. So I purchased it in black. It's not one thing I would say, it has a pen loop here, but this is a vintage planner, and I don't believe that at the time Chanel made these planners, it was as planners were as popular and as functional as they are now. The pen loop doesn't fit a majority of the width of pen. So this is a marker. This is a minor, pens are around this thickness. This wouldn't be able to fit in the pen loop. And I'm not going to force it in. Hold on. Monsieur knows I do the pen test. It's not really, it doesn't go all the way in. You need a really skinny pen for this particular pen loop. What I use when I use it is one of the cloth and paper Eclipse pen loops. So I put the pen in there so I'm not really manipulating this particular pen loop. I don't want to damage the planner. So again, it's not really practical. So if one thing I would say with this particular planner, so I'm rating this planner as far as look, the brand itself, minimal Chanel, the look for what I wanted, I gave it an 8. Okay. Now, as far as, and that's the aesthetic portion, as far as functionality, Chanel honey, I'm gonna give you a 2. And this is an 8 out of 10. And I'm giving her a 2 out of 10 with regards to functionality. Hardly any pockets. And the outer, well, let me put it out here. When it comes to the rings, Chanel got it. I'll tell you, these are the best opening and closing rings in my collection. And this beats, in my opinion, Cloth and Paper, Moterm, and MayPaper Co. These are the Cadillacs of rings. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they don't have the screws here for the rings. If you see when I go through the other planners, you'll see that they have screws here. Chanel doesn't have those screws. And one thing too, Chanel's rings are a lot smaller than the other rings. I believe these are 19 millimeters. The other rings are 30 millimeters. So when it comes to the rings, that again is a blow to the functionality. So as far as functionality is concerned, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2. One want to mention, I don't know if you guys can see. Yes, you can. Here, this portion here is leather, that beautiful lamb leather. And I'm telling you, it's supple, it's soft, it's smooth, gorgeous leather. But this portion is like a nylon. And I didn't know when I was trying to flatten it, like I like my planners when you open the planner, they lay flat. I haven't used the Chanel planner. I usually use it when I'm going on vacation. So I'm supposed to take my son to Virginia in a couple weeks for a procedure. I'll take this planner. But I don't want to, I don't want to, it's so delicate because if you see here, I don't know if you can, there is like starting to be these minor tears where the ring is underneath. If this was leather, that wouldn't be a problem, having the rings underneath. But because it's this nylon type of fabric, it makes this particular planner even that more delicate. So I don't even want to use it that often. And I paid, because it's Chanel and it's vintage, I paid $485 for this gift to myself. Had I known that this planner was this delicate, I would not have purchased it. I know if you guys follow Cloth and Paper, their CEO and founder, Ashley, she has a collection of designer planners. One of them is, I think she said Dior. I saw the video, Dior, Chanel, there were some Louis there. And she just collects them and puts them away. I didn't plan to just collect and put away. I actually planned to use it. I didn't want her to be my workhorse, but I wanted to take her out. And when I use her, the experience I have using her when I'm out is just that I have to be very careful in using her. So, an overall rating, the aesthetic, an 8, functionality, a 2, overall rating, I'll probably give her a 3. So, Chanel gets a 3 for me. Let's move on to Cloth and Paper. Yes, ma'am. Cloth and Paper is a stationery company. It's based out of Richmond, Virginia. As I indicated earlier, their founder is Ashley, and their brand is very minimal functional planning, and it's their aesthetic is very clean, and it looks very high end, very elevated. I purchased this planner right before I purchased this one. I purchased this one in September of 2024, and I purchased Chanel in October of 2024 as a gift to myself. As you can see, she lays flat. This is one of the things I look for in a planner. I want you to lay flat because I don't want to always have to fight you to get you to when I'm writing and this part is closing in. This is the color cortado. Chanel Cloth and Paper has, I think this is the heirloom from. So I bought this in September of 2024. As you can see, it has 6 rings. It's silver. It has these screws. If you see, there's that screw there in the middle. If you look at the Chanel one, Chanel doesn't have screws. And all the other planners I have screws. Chanel's doesn't have screws. And those, I'll tell you, the best part of that planner is the rings. The rings are smooth opening and closing. I don't know what brand. I don't think Chanel made a special brand of rings, but whoever they got to make those rings, that's the Cadillac of rings. So anyway, this particular planner comes with this pocket here. You have your side pockets. These are one, two, three, four, five pockets here. You have this pocket inside. I usually have one of these envelopes that I put my stickers in. You also have a pocket here, and this, I love that part. I put a lot of my receipts back here. So you have ample storage, and it's soft leather. The leather is pliable. You don't have to fight with the leather. And the beauty about Cloth and Paper is that their pen loop is thick enough that it can fit my chunky uni pen without fighting. Boom. As far as aesthetics, I love the clean. Oh, and you have a magnet closure. As far as aesthetic, I love it. I like the cortado because I'm gonna be honest, I don't like dark planners. I bought Chanel in black because I give Chanel a pass. It's Chanel, and everybody knows Chanel is minimalistic. You see the black and white and the black and cream. So this is not unexpected. And I wanted a very minimal look. So I got her in black. But if it was going to go to another company, I wouldn't get a black planner. I don't like those dark colors. I got to find you in my handbag. So I want to make sure that the color that you have, the options you have is options, colors that I would get. So this is the color Cortado. I purchased the Cortado because I wanted neutral, and it I didn't want like the smudges and stuff to get on it, and it was my first planner. So I said, let me go beyond the black and get something in a muted brown. So this is it. One thing I want to mention, I don't know if you could measure. I like that the strap for cloth and paper is longer. See, because once it's longer, that means you could stuff your little planner with inserts, and you could also include pens here and it will all fit. And I will let you know it all fits and it fits comfortably. So I love this planner. I loved it so much. I got another color. This is the color ash from cloth and paper. Again, it's similar to the other one. I purchased this planner. I since my first one, I got this regular price. I purchased this for $140. This one was a what they call a sample sale. I purchased this year. Sample sale, I believe, was June or July of 2025, and I purchased this one for $70. It's half off. I don't know. We went through. I did a unboxing on this. The little glitches that were on it is minimal for me, so I think this was a great buy. So 70 and 140. Would I pay 140 for this again? Yes, I would. I would. I like it. The leather is soft. It's easy to open. I'm not fighting with it. There's space for me to store my stickers, my journaling cards. And if it can't fit here, it will certainly fit in the back. You have a long strap. You have an ample pen loop. The ring open, close is 30 millimeter ring, so you have enough space to pack it in with goodies. So as far as the aesthetic concerned, I would give this a 9. Functionality, I'll give this an 8. Overall, I'll give this an 8. There's always room for improvement, and I'll show you why. So this is my cloth and paper planners. This is Furtado. This is Curtado, and this is in the color ash. The next one I'm going to review is MayPaper Co. I'm going to tell you this. Out of all the planners that I have here to review, including Madame Chanel, the aesthetic on this one is my favorite by far. I love the quilted look. And if I haven't said it before, all the planners that I'm reviewing are made from some form of animal leather. This is lamb, and all three of these are cowhide. I prefer animal leather. I know some of you like vegan leather or sustainable alternatives, but I prefer the pliability of animal leather. This is from MayPaper Co. This is called caviar leather in cherry. When I did the review on this particular planner, I mentioned that the color reminds me of a lipstick that MAC makes called Ruby Woo. I'm wearing that lipstick now, and I have it here. Ruby Woo. See that? That's beautiful. So anyway, I love the aesthetic. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. The caviar leather some people might find it being a little rough. I don't know if you could hear that, but I don't mind at all. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful color. MayPaper Co., kudos to you on this. So now we go into the planner itself. So let's do the open test. Okay. We have gold rings, which is similar to the Chanel, and you have ample card space. So where in cloth and paper, you had 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space for your card. You have a pocket inside here, as well as a pocket, a slide here. I think this is called a secretarial pocket. And the rings open, close. This is, I don't know, I think these rings, These may be 20 millimeter. They might be the same size as the Chanel rings. So they're not as big as the cloth and paper rings. These cloth and paper rings are 30 millimeters big. So you can pack some goodies here. So this is my pet peeve with this particular planner. I did a reveal, unboxing a few months ago, and I used it hoping, because since it's leather, you would think that it'll be more pliable and eventually would lay flat. While you're using it, it lays, well, no, it's not while you're using it. It never did for me. Let me put it that way. And clearly, I put it away and it's still wanting to clam up. So that's one of the frustrations I had with this planner. It's also doesn't have the storage like the cloth and paper planner does. Has more storage than Chanel, but you don't have that back pocket here, which I use to keep a lot of my receipts. And one thing that I did not like about this planner, even more than this part, is the pen loop. The pen loop was tight. I mean, I think it was even tighter than the Chanel. And the reason why I was so frustrated about that is because MayPaper Co. is a stationery company. MayPaper Co. sells chunky pens. So if you're a stationery company and selling chunky pens, you would think that your pen loop will be able to accommodate the pens that you sell on your website. And it just didn't. I had to start, it does now. As you can see, I put this marker in and it works. I'm not going to force my chunky in there, but I had to do this. I had to do it to the detriment of the planner because I don't know if you could see that. Some of the leather was in there. It's kind of disconnecting. Yeah, there is disconnecting. And here, the pen loop is like coming off. And that's not MayPaper Co.'s fault. That's me trying to stretch the pen loop so I can use it. I I when I buy, I mean, aside from Chanel, because Chanel I was only going to use her occasionally when I want to take her out when I first purchased her. But this wasn't that kind of planner for me. This was going to be my workhorse. This is going to be my colorful summertime workhorse because she's red and she's cute. She's cute. But I can't do this. I used her for like 2 months. I put her in the bag and nah, I'm not gonna fight with it. I haven't used this planner since the 2 months I used her. Let me put it that way. I haven't used her since the 2 months I used her. So that's that. So let's rate her. Aesthetic wise, gorgeous. Gorgeous MayPaper Co. As far as functionality, you do have the pockets. You don't have as much storage as cloth and paper, but you can work with it. I don't like the fact that I have to do this all the time with the planner to keep it open. And I don't like the fact that I had to actually fight with the pen loop to fit a regular size pen. Regular size pen, not a chunky pen. Based on that, I gave MayPaper Co. a 10 with regards to aesthetics, a 1 with regards to functionality. So that's MayPaper Co. Last but not least, Moterm. Moterm is, oh, I don't know if I mentioned too. MayPaper Co. is a stationery company out of Australia. I love them. I may not like their planner, but I hope if somebody here from Moterm is watching and you see my critiques is something that you will be able to take that critique and make the planner better because the planner is hot. It
You mean
is.
made paper cold because you said Moterm.
Oh, sorry, MayPaper Co. I just want this to be better because it's a good looking planner. She's sexy. She's hot. It's just that we need the pen loop to fit the pens you sell and have this open so it lays flat and we can write. If you can add additional storage, that's even better. So MayPaper Co. And they're out of Australia. They do great de-stash boxes. I encourage you to go on the website and get a few. Okay, so now Moterm. Moterm again sells planner accessories, stationery accessories, leather goods, that sort of thing. This is a personal rings in cream. If you go on the Moterm website, they have so many colors of personal ring planners. It's beautiful. So there's a color there for somebody. I prefer neutrals. And yes, red is a neutral. So I prefer neutral colors outside, but inside I don't really care too much about what's inside. So anyway, I got this in cream. Let's open it up. This is the planner I'm currently using. I did a setup of this. You can look through our playlist and review it. So let's start reviewing this particular planner. As you can see, and this is a new planner. I got this like 2 weeks ago. It lays flat. Not as flat as the thing, but when you're ready to use it, it lays flat. And once you go through the using process, it'll be flatter than this. It has, let me put this away. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 pocket size places so you could put your credit cards. They're not horizontal, these are vertical. So they're shorter in length. And you have a pocket here. There is a zipper, if my nails can grab it. Okay, you have a zipper on this side. So you have storage here. You have storage here as well. And you have storage here. I like the fact, just on this side alone, you can tell that Moterm has taken its time to design a planner for the working person where you have a space for everything. There's one thing you're not going to complain about this planner, just on this side alone, that okay, see, these are the magnets I use for my paper pens, my planner pens. You're not going to complain about storage with this. As far as the rings are concerned, you could see this is pretty chunky. These are 30 millimeter rings. There's the same size rings as cloth and paper. They, of course, are in silver. Open. I should have closed. It has all my stuff there. This is the pen loop that I said I use with my Chanel planner to make sure my pens fit. This is from Cloth and Paper. And on this side, as you can see, there is even more storage, and that I haven't even used. There is that secretarial pocket, one slide here, another pocket here, and it's not a tight pocket like MayPaper Co. This is really open pocket. You also have credit card slots here as well, and an open pocket here where I have some page flags. You have one pen loop in the planner itself. But Moterm and the pen loop, if you want to get your chunky in, there is elastic here. So if it doesn't, it can go all the way. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. It passes the pen test. Look at that. See that? Then, if you want to fit something else, you don't need to get your cloth and paper pen loop. Moterm provided you a flyleaf, not only to act as a page lifter or a divider, but it has a pen loop with, again, elastic. Look at that. You could put your chunky in there too. And you have extra storage again here, and then you get extra storage in the back. I'm gonna tell you this is a great planner. As far as aesthetic wise, let me put everything in here so you could see. I'm gonna tell you, this pen loop, I put oil-based pen. I don't know where it is right now, but you could fit 3 pens, a chunky and 2 regular size pens here. And this will close on the second button. You could put it in the first, but it will close in the second button. And it's a pretty thick girl. So let's rate her. I will give Moterm, as far as aesthetic, I'll give her a 9. I love that clean white look. Love it. Far as functionality, I'm giving girlfriend a 10. This is a 10. Complete 10. You cannot complain that you don't have a space to put anything in Moterm. Moterm has given you every possibility to store and organize, which what this particular planner clearly is for. This is a workhorse. She's a workhorse and she looks good doing it too. So, love her. Love her. So, overall, I'm going to be honest, I'll give her a 10. She wins out, definitely wins out MayPaper Co. Chanel is not a workhorse. This is a showgirl. Cloth and Paper is a workhorse. This girl is a workhorse and she looks good doing it. So much so that I actually have two Cloth and Paper planners. So, which one wins? Moterm, honey. Moterm wins it for me. This girl is beautiful. She's practical. She's a workhorse. She gets everything I need here. I don't have to fight with her. It's beauty. It's beauty. So, Rosies, let me know how you would rate my planners, or if you have any personal ring planners that you think I should look into so I could see how it fits into my lovelies here. Well, guys, it's been a while. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. And if you like our banter, consider subscribing. We have fun here.
Much banter, but okay.
All right. Bye.